We have on the bench a Vocopro DVX-890K. I remember speaking with this customer. His grandson jammed a screwdriver into the mic input jack and broke it. I guess he was trying to be like his grandpa, and he was trying to fix it or pretend to fix it. And screwdriver went in, and I guess from what the customer was telling me, the board broke or something. I'm not totally clear. We got to take it apart and check it out. Okay, if I can angle this so you can see it. Right there. So, we're going to start taking this thing apart. We are factory authorized for Vocopro, so I guess Vocopro sent them to us, even though this unit isn't under warranty, so it's going to be on the customer's time there. Let's take the screws out of the side in the back. We're going to take the top case off and see what's going on inside this unit, see how bad the damage is. Okay, so we do see some pieces of plastic that were floating around the case here. It looks like they went to the mic input assembly, and we could order this part from Vocopro, although I'm going to try to save the customer a little bit of money here, and I don't see this part of the assembly even being necessary, so I'm going to remove this metal piece here, and I'm going to screw these jacks directly into the case here. I don't know if you could see this. There, directly into the case here, so there'll be nuts on the outside. I think originally, I'm not familiar with this exact unit, but I think originally there was some sort of plastic piece here that kept it inside the unit, and obviously these nuts weren't physically on the outside, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to remove those. If it looks good for the customer, I don't think they're going to mind. I will give them a call, let them know what we did. If they do want to make this exactly stock, I think they're actually going to turn around and resell this unit. But if they want to make this stock, we can order the part. It's going to take some time though to get in. Might take about a week or so, depending on where it's coming from. Most likely California. All right, we're gonna remove that piece there. Take these. These are horrible solder joints from the factory. We're going to want to fix these. Just bad, really bad. Let's see if we can get these under the microscope. Okay, look at this. This is factory, guys. Factory. Oh man, no good. All right, we're gonna fix that. Let's just see if this thing will physically fit in the case without the little plastic assembly that broke. If you could see this here, the holes in the case aren't quite large enough for those jacks to push completely through and get the nuts on the front side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the customer real quick. I'm going to ask them if they'd prefer us order the stock piece for this unit from Vocopro Direct, or if they want us to remount those holes slightly just so we can set those jacks in, screw them in, and save them a significant amount of money doing that in parts alone. Labor as well, because we could ream these out, put this in, we'll resolder that horrible solder job from the factory, we'll test it, and we'll be done. So it'll probably cost the customer about half as much, which, I mean, we of course are here to make money, but we also want to save the customer as much money as possible. There's a sort of a fair medium there. Anyway, I'll get right back to you. Let me give the customer a call. Okay, just spoke with the customer. They're actually not going to sell this unit. They're going to keep this unit for themselves. He said go ahead and do whatever we have to do. Honestly, I think that's a much better way to secure those mic jacks. Using a piece of plastic like this, and it looks like it was just like a friction fit in there. It's a bad design. I mean, it's bound to break. Any of the other manufacturers usually directly secure the jacks to the case. I mean, the jacks take a lot of abuse. There's plugs going in and out of them all the time. That's what they're designed for. So you want to make sure there's secure points of contact there. So let's take this out. We're going to slightly ream this plastic here. Right here. Just enough to get the jack in there. Let me gather up a couple tools and I'll get back with you. Okay, we're going to just take a Dremel bit and just very slightly, going real slow, ream that out real quick. Look at that. That's how it should have been done, in my opinion. That's going to be much stronger. It's going to be good long term. So let's take these nuts back off. We're going to clean this up a little bit more. We're going to vacuum out this device here, make sure there's no pieces of plastic or dust from our grinding or anything like that in here. We're going to repair those cold solder joints from the factory. Then we're going to give it a good test. Customer wants us to fully test, which we would anyway, but he specifically asked if we could test reverb, echo, things like that. Okay. The physical fit of these jacks look okay, so now we're going to concentrate on sort of fixing the factory's mess with these cold solder joints. Okay, much better. So we're going to clean up some of this flux here and put a little hot glue down there to secure those wires. Then we're going to clean a little bit of the plastic around here, brush it out, vacuum it out, and we'll get right back with you. The customer, and we let them know exactly what we did. Just as a recap, we found the mic input jack's mounting bracket was broken, so we removed the mounting bracket. We reamed out the holes here for the mic inputs. We directly mounted those two jacks against the front of the case, which in our opinion it should have been done like that to begin with. Probably wouldn't have this issue right now. We tested. We found mic 2 jack was intermittent. We cleaned it, but the jacks are cheap enough. What we ended up doing is taking out both jacks, replacing them just so the customer doesn't have any issues in the future. So this will be a good device for him long term that he can use. If anybody has any electronic devices or electronic parts that need to be repaired, think of us, www.rudolphrepairs.com. We also do custom work, custom design. We've designed like industrial keypad applications. We've designed some custom solutions for customers, embedded devices, things like that. Or standard repairs, PS4s, Nintendo Switches, laptops, cell phones, tablets, iPads, etc., etc. www.rudolphrepairs.com, rudolphrepairs@gmail.com. Any questions, give us a call anytime, 1-800-517-9101. I'll talk to you guys soon.